No matter what else is going on, perfection is right here on a Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Auburn Tigers. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Austin. He's got him still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Auburn Tigers offense will now get its first chance with the football. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw again. And to get rid of it quickly. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding.
Here's a little room there. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
Snags it, and there's running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're setting up the screen. At the 45, on his way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Graves. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He's got an open man. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've got the... Here, last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because...
Makes the grab in their space. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Austin. Got it set up on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Looking to fire. Snags it. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction.
Lets it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. The keeper on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Pressure coming. Just threw that one way too far.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Going for 6. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They hope to catch the offense being overly aggressive with the screen, but they got nothing. They got less than nothing and had to like it.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's just players making plays. I mean, guys that see that and read it, it's just kind of a knack. It's kind of a feel. You feel the screen, break on the football, go make a play, get a big tackle for a loss.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. His biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication says they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Austin. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. 3rd down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double-team him, take him away, and force the 4th down.
He'll field the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Kane. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Lots of running room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Austin. Sets up the screen. Taking it the other way. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Beckham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the fourth. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw again. Unleashes one deep. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. That touchdown late. They've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Second down coming up. He's got him this time. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Big kick here. Can claw them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. They're dealing with a second and long.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to They did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. He'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Back to throw, it's Austin. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Finds his big tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. They can pick up a yard here on 2nd down. That might put this one in the books. They want that clock to run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's Beckham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It's 3rd and 5. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the pressure late in this game.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Austin. Makes the catch, it's Hudson. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field